Welcome to Standard Voice News Channel. I am Samira Ibrahim with today's bulletin, but first the major headlines. Zamfara State Government to partner with NGOs to fight insecurity. Operation Pop Adder 2 launched by IGP to stabilize internal security. President Buhari requests Senate to confirm Abdul Rashid Bawa as EFCC boss. On business, foreign investment dropped by 40% in Nigeria. On international scene, Dr. Okonjo-Iweala emerges first female and first African Director General of World Trade Organization. On sports, Nigeria returns to play in Lagos for the first time in 10 years. Now the news in details. Zamfara State Government said on Monday that it will partner credible non-governmental organizations in the fight against insecurity in the state. The Special Advisor to Governor Bello Matawalle on Directorate of NGOs, Hajia Aslam Aliyu, disclosed this in Gusau while meeting with representatives of the NGOs in the state. According to her, the Matawalle-led administration is committed to providing lasting solutions to the dwindling security challenges facing the state. She said that the meeting was part of the Directorate's effort to complement the federal and state government as well as security agencies in tackling the challenges. Hajia Aslam Aliyu called on the NGOs to be providing the government with useful information about the activities of suspicious NGOs operating in the state. Speaking on behalf of the NGOs working in the state, Alhaji Abba Dankande commended the Directorate for organizing the meeting, assuring the state government of the NGOs' continuous support and cooperation toward achieving lasting peace in the state. Governor Bello Muhammad Matawalle Marajan has attended a one-day Northwest Zone Strategic Security Town Hall meeting at Arewa House, Kaduna. The meeting, which was led by the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Mungono, retired, comprised of all the 7 governors of the Northwest and their secretaries to the state government. Other stakeholders include the Chief of Defense Staff and all the service chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, and the Directors General of the National Intelligence Agency and the State Department. For more details on the story, over now to our correspondent.
Governor Matawalle said the town hall meeting was a welcome development by the Office of the National Security Advisor in light of the fact that the country was undergoing serious political upheavals, which calls for the contribution of all the sundry to find a lasting solution to its growing menace. The NSA said the meeting was designed to cover all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country in a bid to feel the pulse of the people and generate workable ideas to solving the security problems of the nation. The meeting was, however, adjourned due to unexpected security turn of events, especially in the southwest, for the need to accommodate every aspect in the subject matter. The NSA, however, apologized to all the stakeholders at the meeting for the inability of the meeting to generate all that was needed and promised to stage another comeback on the same subject matter. The governors and all the service chiefs retired to the Sir Kashim Ibrahim House and extensively deliberated on the current security situation in the zone. That has been the report. Rahma Ibrahim Dosa reporting for SVTV News Gusau.
Governors from the 4 northern states on Monday evening visited Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State in Ibadan over the recent clash between Yoruba and Hausa traders at Shasha Market in Ibadan. The visiting governors were Alhaji Abubakar Bagudu of Kebbi State, Governor Abdullah Umar Ganduje of Kano State, Governor Abubakar Bello of Niger, and Governor Bello Muhammad Matawalle of Zamfara State. Reports said the governors arrived at the Oyo State Government House, Akodi, Ibadan at exactly 7 p.m. and went into a closed-door meeting with Governor Makinde. Sources disclosed that Governor Makinde will on Tuesday, 16 February 2021, lead the visiting governors to Shasha community for an on-the-spot assessment of the market, as well as meet with various stakeholders in the crisis with a view to arriving at amicable solutions. Kebbi State government says it is increasing sample collection and laboratory testing on COVID-19 in order to mitigate the impact of the pandemic in the state. The Commissioner of Health, Alhaji Jafar Muhammad, stated this in Birnin Kebbi on Monday, while declaring open a training workshop organized by the Ministry for Health personnel in the state with the team Kebbi State ramp-up testing of COVID-19 program. He said they deemed it fit to ramp up sample collection and lab testing with a view to significantly increase effective control measures of the pandemic. According to him, testing in all the 21 local government areas to the tune of 450 samples will be carried out within 2 weeks in the ramp-up testing of COVID-19 program in the state. This is going to take place within the period of 2 weeks so that it will enable them collect samples and test them so that they will be able to have an idea on the spread of COVID-19 generally in the state. As part of its determination to stem insecurity in the country, the Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu on Monday, February 15, 2021, flagged up a reinvigorated Special Security Action Plan codenamed Operation Svtv 2. The IGP said that the Special Security Action Plan is to reinforce the ongoing fight against banditry, kidnapping, armed robbery, and other violent crimes in the country. He said that the special operation, which will be intelligence-led and community-driven, will be executed in sustained collaboration with the armed forces and intelligence community and other sister security agencies. The IGP said the program is aimed at redominating and reclaiming the public space from criminals that are bent on threatening the internal security order across the country and bringing them to book. IGP Adamu, during the flag-off of the special operation at the force headquarters Abuja, noted that Operation Svtv 2 is an initiative of the force conceived from a deliberate and critical evaluation of the pattern and trend of crimes in the country. The People's Democratic Party has expressed serious concern over the ethnic violence and bloody clashes in Ibadan, Oyo state capital, which led to loss of several lives, saying that it is deeply disturbed by the unfortunate incident. The party described the clash as disconcerting and calls for calm while the authorities unravel the remote and immediate causes of the crisis. The party, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Kola Olobondiyan, therefore urged the APC and its federal government to bring a lasting solution to the growing tension in the country. The PDP, however, commended Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State for his proactive steps to restore order in the state. While commiserating with the victims of the clash, PDP called on all the people of good faith to rally in ensuring peaceful coexistence in the country by instilling justice and adherence to law and order. President Muhammadu Buhari has asked the Senate to confirm Mr. Abdulrashid Bawa as substantive chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. In a letter to President of the Senate, Ahmad Ibrahim Lawal, the President said he was acting in accordance with Paragraph 2, Subsection 3 of Part 1, Chapter E1 of EFCC Act 2004. Mr. Bawa, 40, is a trained EFCC investigator with vast experience in the investigation and prosecution of advanced fee fraud cases, official corruption, bank fraud, money laundering, and other economic crimes. He has undergone several specialized trainings in different parts of the world and was one of the pioneers EFCC cadet officers in 2005. Mr. Bawa holds a BSc degree in economics and masters in international affairs and diplomacy. Governor Aminu Bello Masari of Katsina State has disclosed that 50% of the state monthly allocation goes to the payment of salaries and pension. Governor Masari made the disclosure while speaking at the opening ceremony of a 6-day sensitization and capacity building workshop on internal public sector accounting standards implementation in the state for accountants and auditors. The governor, who was represented by the State Commissioner of Budget and Economic Planning, Alhaji Faruk Jobi, said of the average of 6 billion naira received monthly by the state government, payment of salaries and pension consumed 3.1 billion naira. He added that, going by the growing population of the state, the government is conscious of managing the mega resources accruing to it. In a remark, the Accountant General of the state, Alhaji Anas Malik, has disclosed that the state had already adopted the international public sector accounting standards. The West African Examinations Council has announced the release of its second series of the 2020 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for private candidates. The head of the National Office of the Examination Body, Patrick Arigan, who announced the release of the results on Monday, said 39.82% met credit in 5 subjects, including mathematics and English. Our education correspondent, Musa Joy, has the rest of the story.
Mr. Patrick Aragan also announced the opening of registration for the 2021 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates. He said the newly released result has shown an improvement in performance in the examination in the last 2 years. According to him, 24,491 candidates, representing 39.82%, obtained credit and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. Out of this number, 12,040 candidates, making 49.16%, were male candidates, while 12,045, making 50.84%, were female candidates. He said the percentage of candidates in this category in the West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates for private candidates 2018 and 2019, that is, those who obtained credit and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics, were 35.99% and 35.10% respectively. Mr. Patrick Aragan said there was a marginal increase of 4.72% in performance in these examination results. Mr. Aragan also said of the 16,509 candidates who took the examination, 548, making 9.02%, have their results been withheld because of alleged involvement in examination malpractice. I am Musa Joy Onyoza, Svtv News, Kuso.
A high court sitting in Benin has sentenced to death by hanging a dismissed Constable Joseph Omotosho, who was attached to the defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad, Edo State Police Command. 4 others, Adeleke Adedeji, Abena John, Oniyo Musa and Henry Shobowole, who escaped in the twin jailbreak during the NSAS protest last October, had their sentences suspended. They were accused of conspiracy in the extrajudicial killing of a car dealer, Benson Obode, in 2015, and were found guilty on 8 counts, bordering on conspiracy to steal and murder. Mr. Omotosho also withdrew 330,000 naira from the deceased account through automated teller machines, having obtained the PIN number from Obode before he was killed. Mr. Justice Ohimai Obigele described testimonies provided by the claimant as firm and almost unchallenged, adding, therefore, the judgment was based on absolute facts, which the court observed as presented by the prosecuting counsel and all witnesses that appeared before the court. Let me quickly take you to our business desk for the business update.
Welcome to Business Desk. Nigeria's investment watchdog has said the nation's foreign investment in the country has fallen by 44% to $16.7 billion in the year 2020. The Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission said it tracked $16.74 billion investment announcement in the country for the year 2020, representing 44%, less than the $29.91 billion tracked in the year 2019. The Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, which disclosed this in its newsletter released on Monday, also noted the manufacturing sector was the most affected, with investment of $8.4 billion, representing 50% of the total investment, with highest number of projects. The Commission, however, noted that the report is not exhaustive of all investment announcements in Nigeria during the period. The investment watchdog, however, said it gave a sense of investors' interest in the Nigerian economy for planning, decision-making, and policy design across the board, And that's all on Standard Voice Business Update. I am Musa Joy Onyoza.
Thank you, Musa Joy. On international scene, Nigeria's former Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has been officially chosen as the Director General of World Trade Organization. She now becomes the first female and first African to occupy the top seat at the World Trade Organization. Meanwhile, the Nigeria's House of Representatives has congratulated Okonjo-Iweala on her appointment as the Director General of the World Trade Organization. Our reporter Musa Joy filed in this report from our studio.
The Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, and the Minority Caucus in the House of Representatives, who congratulated Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala on behalf of other members, described her emergence as Director General of the World Trade Organization as a source pride and happiness to the Nigerian people. Mr. Gbajabiamila, in a statement issued on Monday by his Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Lanre Lasisi, said Okonjo-Iweala's unanimous confirmation by the General Council of the World Trade Organization to head the body was a testament to her years of experience in the financial sector, both at home and abroad. Gbajabiamila said the Okonjo-Iweala's pedigree, he believed that she would take the World Trade Organization to enviable heights during her time as the Director General, adding that her confirmation had once again proved that Nigeria has experts that can compete favorably both at home and abroad. Still on Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's appointment, the Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF, on behalf of all Nigerians, rejoices with Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala on her elevation to the office of the Director General of the World Trade Organization. Musa Joy Onyoza, reporting for Svtv News, Gusau.
On sports, over to Abu Sufyan.
Hello, welcome to Standard Voice Television Sports Room. I am Abu Sufyan Abakar, and as usual, I bring the sports updates. Nigeria's largest city, Lagos, will host a competitive men's senior football match for the first time in 20 years on the 30th of March. The Super Eagles will take on Lesotho in their final 2021 African Cup of Nations qualifier at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. Nigerian Football Federation officials says that the number of fans allowed into the stadium to watch the match depends on the Confederation of African Football's COVID-19 protocols at the time. The last competitive game Nigeria played in Lagos was a 1-0 Nations Cup qualifying victory over Zambia in January 2001, while 10 years later there was a 2-1 friendly win over Sierra Leone at the Teslim Balogun venue. Match games could see Lagos once again becoming a permanent home for the Super Eagles, according to Sports Minister Sunday Dare, who is keen to refurbish the dilapidated National Stadium. The chairman of the Lagos State Sports Commission, Mr. Shola Ayokpu, told the BBC Sports Africa that the city is excited to host the country's first competitive fixture in 20 years in a place where the team rarely lose. And that's all you have on sports today. Back to the newsroom.
Thank you, Sofian. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State Government to partner with NGOs to fight insecurity. Operation Ada 2 launched by IGP to stabilize internal security. President Muhammadu Buhari requests Senate to confirm Abdul Rashid Bawa as EFCC boss. On business, foreign investment dropped by 40% in Nigeria. On international scene, Dr. Okonjo-Iweala emerges first female and first African Director General of World Trade Organization. On sports, Nigeria returns to play in Lagos for the first time in 10 years. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Department, Ibrahim Garabatuno, I am Samira Ibrahim, wishing you a pleasant day. Keep watching Standard Voice Television News. Goodbye.